My brothers and sisters in Islam, I want to share with you a major sin that a lot of people commit during their wudu and perhaps they are ignorant about. And this major sin, as-Sahaba radiyallahu anhum fell into it until the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam called them out for it and warned them and gave them advice. So, what is this major sin that could be done in al-wudu? The story, it was found in a story. And this is a hadith sahih found in Sahih Muslim. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his companions were on travel. And they were returning to Al-Madinah. So they left Mecca returning back to Al-Madinah. And as they're on the way, they reached an area where there was water. And they hadn't prayed Asr yet. So they wanted to make wudu and pray Al-Asr. So time is running out. The hadith said, فَأَرْهَقَتْنَا صَلَاةُ الْعَصْرِ. Time was running out. So they got to the water when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is behind the companions. And they made wudu quickly. To the point where when they got to the foot and washed the foot, they completed their wudu, they walked away, and the Sahaba that were behind, when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam that is behind, observed these companions that their heel, the heel, which is the bottom of the foot, was not covered with water. So when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he shouted aloud, and he said, وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. He screamed it out to all these Sahaba that had just made wudu. He said to them, وَيْلٌ, woe to the one who did not wash his heel completely during the wudu. And he said it 3 times. And the word wail, when it is mentioned for a sin, it makes it a major sin. This is the definition of a major sin. The definition of a major sin is when the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentions a punishment or a curse of Allah upon the deed that was committed. Like in this hadith, wail. And the word wail is a word of warning. And some ulama said that wail is a valley in the hellfire. So the hellfire is for the person who did not wash his heel correctly when making wudu. Allahu Akbar. In another hadith, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Asbighul wudu. He said, complete your wudu correctly. And then he said, Waylun, Waylun lil-a'qabi wa butun al-aqdami min an-nar. He said, woe to the heel and the bottom of the foot from the fire. A person needs to make sure that his foot is washed correctly. And in another hadith, he said, وَيْلٌ لِلْعَرَاقِيبِ مِنَ النَّارِ. وَالْعَرَاقِيب, it's a plural of urqub, and urqub is the Achilles. It's that ligament that connects the foot to the heel, that line. So you have the line, this is al-araqib, and then you have the heel, and then you have the bottom of the foot. You must be aware of this matter when you're making wudu. Make sure that you cover the entire foot with water. And also, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, even though he mentioned the heel, it is not limited to the heel. Any other limb that is partially washed and some of it is missed, then the same warning is to this person. So if a person washed his hand and missed his elbow, then the same hadith applies to him. And the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned the heel because this is the most common place that is missed during wudu. This is why it was mentioned in specific. Also, a woman that puts on nail polish. It's halal to put nail polish, but a woman must make sure that it's completely removed in order to make wudu. Because nail polish, it prevents the water from touching the nail. And as a result, if a woman made wudu with nail polish on, then she has missed some of the limb that needs to be washed and covered with water. Subhanallah. My brothers and sisters in Islam, these are companions that made wudu, and they were on travel, and they were about to miss Salat al-Asr. And they would be tired. Even then, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam did not give them excuse. And he said to them, go and make your wudu again. The one who makes this type of wudu, needs to make wudu again, so that in order for the wudu to be correct, and in order so he can pray with this wudu, subhanallah. When we make wudu, we know that the sunnah is to wash the limbs maximum 3 times each. And of course, the wiping of the head is once. Anything that's wiped should be once. Anything that's washed, maximum 3 times. And minimum 1 time. But there's something important to pay attention to. And that is that the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, فَمَنْ زَادَ فَقَدْ أَسَاءَ وَتَعَدَّ وَظَلَمَ. Anyone who goes beyond 3 times, he has transgressed, he has rebelled, and he has done wrong. It is impermissible to wash a limb more than 3 times. Impermissible. Not allowed. This is a bid'ah, an innovation in Islam. So you might even think that maybe washing it 4 times is something good. Well, it's not good. This is something that is impermissible. And this is a transgression against the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.